Dear Family is a podcast hosted by Rachel Steinman, a writer, an educator, and a mental health advocate. And Rachel gets us up close and personal, so we feel a strong connection, familiarity, and comfort with her guests. So settle in and join us as we search for true healing and journey with Rachel and her most interesting guests.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dear Family, the podcast. And in fact, this is episode number 75. Thank you so much for joining me and following along. I'm so grateful to you and love the fact that you are spreading the word by sharing Dear Family with your friends and loved ones and subscribing and writing those awesome 5-star reviews and also following me on all the social media platforms at Right Now Rachel. That's right with a W. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be taking a bit of a hiatus to work on a few new projects, but it's a great time for you to catch up on all those Dear Family podcasts you may have missed, and know I will be back soon with great new episodes that I am already excited to bring you. If you are listening to this episode the day it was published, today is January 19th, 2021, the day after I've turned 50 and the day before Joe Biden gets inaugurated. We are in quite an interesting time in our world right now. Although you may think it's not time to celebrate, or maybe you do think it's time to celebrate, I'm really excited to bring you my next podcast. It's called Celebrating and Owning My 50th Birthday. Just like Oprah did, only during a worldwide pandemic and government upheaval. 17 years ago, I was 33, and the year was 2004. A highlight of my day was watching the Oprah Winfrey Show. I set it to the #1 position to record on TiVo, ensuring that nothing superseded it, so that I did not miss one. I'd look forward to the time I could put my baby down for a midday nap to watch the day's previous episode, or I'd watch the day's episode in the evening after putting my baby down for the night. Sitting cross-legged on my couch, I'd give my full attention to my hero on the small screen. Oprah was my teacher who loved teachers, and I was a teacher. She made me think, feel inspired, consider possibilities, smile, be moved to tears, and dream big. She was that wise sage with an inviting smile who inspired me to read. I would create a book club with a handful of incredible women friends I'd collected from my life, and it offered me mental stimulation and life support when I feared losing myself to the great responsibility of new motherhood. With each new episode, I was reminded it's okay to feel deep emotions and not to run away from them. Oprah showed me the importance of supporting other women and to see how strong we can be when we are given opportunities and room to grow and a sense of purpose. She showed me, by example, how one person can make an enormous difference and to believe in the goodness of womankind. Now, I don't remember where my baby was when I watched Gayle King surprise her BFF Oprah with her 50th birthday party on national TV. She was likely climbing on and off my lap because I couldn't wait to watch this special and very hyped up episode without commercials. Oprah's star-studded, highly produced surprise 50th birthday celebration in style began with John Travolta toasting his friend with her favorite Cristal Champagne. Stevie Wonder serenaded with a backdrop of walls of roses. Jennifer Aniston, Halle Berry, Jim Carrey, Tom Cruise, Celine Dion, Tom Hanks, Josh Groban, and Quincy Jones, to name a few, made cameos and shared their immense love and admiration for the woman who changed the world's perceptions about owning your life and what it meant to live a life worth celebrating. Oprah ended her 50th birthday episode by saying, quote, "To deny your age, to lie about your age, to pretend to be something else that you are not, is to deny the essence of your life. Every moment is worth celebrating with candelabras, with your heart, with your sincerity." End quote. Now, before this moment, a majority of women, my grandmothers included, would lie about their age. Or at the very least, they'd feel bad about living and growing in time and space. Oprah not only owned her age, but shouted it from the mountaintops. What I'm doing in my own way right now. For a woman who is putting herself out in the public to announce her age so vocally would and still could be career suicide. As I watched Oprah stop, look around, and take this outpouring of love all in with gratitude, I told myself I too would one day have a big blowout celebration. I too would feel the gratitude from being surrounded by my dear family and friends with music and food, and everyone I loved would be there to celebrate my milestone birthday. Now, over the next 17 years, I'd continue to model a giving and loving spirit from Oprah, who reminded me to remain present and in the moment and rid myself of ego by introducing me to Eckhart Tolle. She'd show me how I could manifest with The Secret, and she continued to remind me to reflect on what is most important. Now, you can only imagine how incredibly thrilled and flat out giddy I was in May of 2020 when the Queen herself shared an image of us on Instagram and Facebook where we stood side by side as twins. She'd read the article I wrote that was titled Oprah and Me. That meant that she knew how she'd inspired me to find my passion to share family stories and find my purpose of spreading mental health awareness. Now, let me backtrack a little bit to 1997. It was the year my mom turned 50. I just turned 26, was dating my future husband for almost a year at that point, and was teaching my third kindergarten class. Mom was about to be divorced for a second time, and rather than wallow in sorrow, she threw herself a party at a Greek restaurant that I helped her organize. Mom wouldn't be diagnosed as having bipolar for another 17 years and was likely in a manic phase because of the heightened energy she displayed in front of her guests, but her love and appreciation for her friends were real. Mom's friend Robin jokes to this day about when she asked Mom why she brought a big white sheet with her into the party. Mom said it was for all the presents she was going to need to haul. I'd been embarrassed by my mom's lack of tact at that moment, doing my best to just laugh it off as another one of my mom's eccentricities. But with age comes wisdom and patience, and I'm now able to see my mom's chutzpah as a character trait and part of her sense of humor that I do admire. When I looked at my full-of-life mom, who was still so young at heart and had the wonderful audacity to throw herself a big party to celebrate, 50 didn't seem old, and yet those 24 more years felt like a lifetime away. The year is now 2021, and it's my turn to cross that imaginary threshold of turning 50, a number, or better yet, a percentage that marks half. To some, it's an age seen as midlife with a steep decline on the other side. I choose to believe, and I will manifest, the incline continuing up. Like Oprah, I have always owned my age, proud of where I've been and what I've accomplished. I'm so looking forward to what comes next, grateful for my life experience thus far. This was going to be the year I would celebrate in style like Oprah. A birthday blowout party so full of love and celebration, all the guests' cheeks and their abs would hurt from all the smiling and laughing. And knowing my friends, they'd wake up with a slight hangover, but totally worth it. Only I can't gather my dear friends and family in my home or in a restaurant. I can't travel with a group of my girlfriends, and I can't have a big family dinner because we are in the darkest days of this worldwide pandemic. Add the fact that I live in Los Angeles, where the outbreak numbers are the worst, and a blowout 50 would be reckless, irresponsible, and selfish. Witnessing my mom and Oprah continue to be full of life and be so prolific, I was given permission to not deny my growth nor my life. I was shown by example to embrace aging by remembering with age comes discernment and sexiness that develops over time because of confidence. There's the freedom that comes with no longer being confined to traditional roles like daughter, wife, mother, or some other role in which we've been cast. Instead of being laser focused on our life partners, our children, or our careers, we can focus on ourselves, find time for our passions, and be of service to a broader world. When 2020, a year like no other, that it's a statement unto itself, was coming to an end, I realized I only had 1 month left in my 4th decade. I would not be able to party in style as I'd always hoped, but I could honor and celebrate my life anyway. By reflecting on the big and important life lessons my mom and Oprah taught me, I was claiming the life I was meant to live. As I began to count down with 1 month left of my 40s, it became so evident there is still so much to celebrate. I am going to share with you my countdown to 50 gratitude reflection, something I created with both words and images that I shared every single day. And if you look in the show notes, you'll see a link to my article that has these images, so you can check them out there. But I am going to share them with you now. On December 18th, gratitude on my ability to reflect on time. December 19th, counting my never-ending blessings that multiply when I'm grateful. December 20th, masks forced us to make more eye contact, gratitude for more intimate and familial connections. December 21st, daughters, who are sisters, who share everything with each other, including their DNA, laughter, music, love, and me, their proud mom. December 22nd, podcasting and writing, creating opportunities for deeper connections in new and old relationships. December 23rd, my dog's cuteness and unconditional love. December 24th, the love and wisdom from grandparents, my own and my daughter's. December 25th, big and small reasons to celebrate every day. December 26th, my mental health and wellness. December 27th, friends, shared laughter, fun, support, and love. December 28th, creativity, gifts, beauty, and inspiration. December 29th, books and stories to open our eyes, imaginations, and compassionate hearts. December 30th, music in all its mood-boosting beauty. December 31st, fun, always welcome. January 1st, new beginnings and fresh starts. January 2nd, wisdom from living, loving, and learning. January 3rd, exercise, endorphins, vitality, and health. January 4th, self-care, improving wellness and increasing happiness. January 5th, beauty in all its forms to inspire and add pleasure to life. January 6th, food in all its delicious, nutritious variety. January 7th, marriage, the love, support, companionship, and partnership through thick and thin. January 8th, parents, the love from my own and from being one. January 9th, nature in all its majestic beauty and wonder. January 10th, laughter, a happiness mood booster. January 11th, siblings with our shared childhood, stories, blood, or not blood related, and love. January 12th, failures and successes and all the life lessons and growing we're taught. January 13th, consciousness to bring a presence of mind and awareness. January 14th, happiness with infectious laughter, light, smiles, and upbeat mood. January 15th, Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, to remind us of equality and peace. January 16th, optimism, the virtue to be hopeful and still believe in the goodness of the world. January 17th, dreams, our cherished aspirations, desires, ambition, and ideals to strive toward. And January 18th, love, the greatest gift of all and what life is ultimately all about. My big aha moment was to take it all in and cherish it. I've been blessed to be a mom and a wife to people I would die for. I'm crazy grateful for my relationships with my friends and family, from my writing and podcasting, and from the ability to grow old while my mind expands. This self-wisdom, it's a self-reclamation, and it allows me to announce and enforce my boundaries, prioritize my pleasure, and become increasingly comfortable in my own skin. Unlike in my youth, when it was all about gaining and acquiring, especially when I had young children and needed to get everything new, the things that make me giddy and happy now are not material, but rather they're free, like love and sunsets and hugs and deep connections and animals and friendships and storytelling. And well, the list can go on and on. So let's not forget what Oprah said. Every moment is worth celebrating. 49 years from now, I will be 99, the age the iconic Betty White just turned. And there was just a great article in the LA Times titled, "Beloved Actress Betty White Turns 99 on Sunday and Has Some Wild Plans to Mark the Big Day, Even in the Pandemic." Now, Betty White's sense of humor and her mischievous spunkiness is wildly endearing and worth celebrating. She reminds me to stay young at heart, not take things too seriously, smile and laugh, and then all will be golden. Honor and celebrate all the days of your life. Thank you for celebrating with me. And also thank you so much for subscribing so the next Dear Family podcast episode is waiting for you when I come back in a few weeks. In the meantime, take care of yourself. This is Rachel Steinman. For more information or to contact me with any questions, comments, or guest ideas, please check out rightnowrachel.com. That's right with a W. Thank you so much for listening, subscribing, and sharing, Dear Family. And if you found value in what you've just heard, I would love and so appreciate a great review on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Until next time, I wish you love, happiness, and good mental health.